happiness and success, to do some confessions, tell you my story, tell you about my introvertedness. I call myself a born introvert, and that has costed me a lot in my career. I made a lot of mistakes. It caused grief for a lot of people, including my boss and other people who tried to help me and tried to promote me. So I remember the days when, long time back, like 10, 15 years ago, in the meetings or whatever. I vividly remember one meeting. My top bosses took me to this client presentation that I was consulting. I was with a consulting company that time, and they took me because I prepared all this RFP and all sort of stuff. And entire meeting, I didn't speak a single word. There were lots of opportunities and all those things, but I never chimed in. So my boss and other people kept talking. And while coming back, both of them were wondering, why did we even bring you to this meeting? And it was very embarrassing for them also. They also realized that, oh, he never spoke. The client felt awkward. They felt awkward. And I definitely felt awkward. After like 20 years, I still remember that conversation going back. So that one instance, and there are lots of other instances which kind of haunted me, that when it comes to speaking in the meeting, especially when it's a big stake, big CEOs or CIOs are sitting, and there are people in power, and you see their charisma and all those things. I used to get very blinded by that thing, and it continued. Right, office, I was doing all the wonderful work, delivering project, getting top-notch ratings. I was expert in delivering projects on time, below budget, and all sort of stuff. But when it's come to meeting, or when there are top bosses were concerned, I wouldn't speak up. So my boss or other colleagues will start speaking up, and people used to think that they are the one who are doing the work. And the unfortunate impact of that, that other people who got promoted, where I should have been gotten promoted. Now I see in hindsight, oh my God, I missed out on at least two or three opportunities. And it's not like people were not telling me. My boss was telling, hey, speak up in the meeting. This is the time you could have spoke about. You had such a great idea. Why didn't you say further on it? You just mumble that idea. Be strong, be courageous, and be confident. And he was giving me opportunity to talk and be vocal in front of people. But there is something, that introvertedness. What if I speak up, and what if I make a mistake? What if what people will think? And my mind is always there. I remember still that 20 years experience is I still haunting my mind. So that's how I am, and that's how many of the introverted people are, and that creates the problem. Now, then I said, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna fix it. I'm a very ambitious person. From childhood, from school, from colleges, I'm a very ambitious person. I had to win. I had to score top marks and be the topper in the class, and has to go to best college and get the A's all the time. So that's what me. So I said, okay, there is a problem. I can fix it. Let's do MBA. So I did MBA from both. I got GMAT and all that was not hard for me. So I said, okay, by going to MBA and mixing with people, talking, that will open me up. It didn't. And now I know why it didn't. Because there were lots of opportunities to present, right? In a presentation and all those things. But every time that opportunity had, I did present and did well and got the grades and stuff. But this whole experience, I was associating deep pain. Every time I did this presentation, every time I was speaking in the meetings or in a classroom, you will get points for speaking up, for asking questions, for class participation. So it was like agonizing thing. Oh, I'm gonna ask this question. I had to prepare, and just because of that, I lost the focus of what professor was saying. So it was like very uncomfortable experience for me. I did it for the sake of doing the completing and getting A, but that didn't help me because the biggest problem that was that the mindset. I was associating deep amount of pain to talking of public speaking or explaining in the meeting, that fear, that anxiety, and then nervousness, and then I would feel that I will feel in the body, right, that there is a butterfly coming in my stomach, or shortness of breath, all sort of things is to happen. And then I would notice that then next time things come, then I'll keep quiet. So all that enthusiasm, all that energy lasted very, very brief amount of time and went away. And then I got back into that zone where I wouldn't speak up and then not showcase and not do things that I should be doing. So that was a big problem. So now I see that the how if I would have fixed it sooner, I could have gotten to this director position a lot faster, and I could have started my business a lot faster, and I could have helped maybe thousands of people. Right now, I have helped hundreds of people. By now, I would have helped thousands of people. But gone is gone. So this is what I did. I hired a coach, and my coach made that was the aha moment, right? Why it happened. Now you would say, if you see me, you wouldn't believe that I'm a born introvert. I'm talking, like now in a giving presentation, impromptu. This is impromptu, right? So I haven't prepared it. I'm just talking on the fly. I can do that now. And in a group calls that we have, group coaching, we have 20 people sometimes on a call. I can manage the like 4 hours. I can manage it so well. And I can give presentation. I can give presentation to executives and VPs for 2 days in our Search Inside Yourself program. So if you look at me right now, you won't be able to believe that I used to be introvert and all this. I'm still introvert, by the way. I love that because I don't want to lose that identity because there is introvert power inside us. Okay, so going back to how I fixed it, my coach, the first thing that my coach did for me, it created that mindset transformation, helped me to see in a different perspective. For example, now when you go to gym, right? We do the workout, and what happens? It pains, and it pains at that time. If you lift higher weight, it starts paining at that time, and it's sore next day also. And that's why we don't go to gym, right? Many of us. And same thing happens with this speaking up in the meetings and all sort of stuff. Being an extrovert, is that in that moment we feel the pain. That heavy shortness of the breath or heaviness in the chest and all sort of stuff. And after also there's after effects that, oh, I should have spoken, I didn't speak, oh, that person said this, that person said that, oh, what they will be thinking. So all the mental soreness is there, and because of that you keep doing all this thing. The mindset shift is this. My coach gave me that, okay, what happens because of that? What is the pleasure, what is a good thing happening because of that? And I that question turned my mind and said, oh my god, it's because of that I'm building my muscles, right? And there is so much joy in that. And I start and he said, how can you get that immediate pleasure of seeing those muscle looking in the mirror, right? And that's why in the gym they have mirror. And so he taught me this simple technique of associating pain, associating pleasure in doing this thing. So that was the mindset shift. And now here's the thing. Now I am telling you all these things, how I did it, but it's just the information. Yeah, I had heard this 100 times from Tony Robbins, and I have his tapes and all, like video cassettes that time, and the CDs that time we used to have. Now I listened to it like 30, 40 times the same thing, but that was all intellectual thing. That one-on-one conversation with my coach, that made me realize, whoa, this is what is happening to me, and that aha moment that turned everything around. And then second thing is about attacking a technique. I was thinking, oh, I'm an introvert person, so I'm okay. Let other people talk, but I have this power of listening. They always say that listening is a great power. You have to listen. In the That's what we also teach, and also big proponent of that. But my coach made me realize you are listening only on level one, and that is the problem. You're listening to only yourself. So then my coach gave me techniques of listening at level 2, level 3, and the magic happened. Then I became so confident, so courageous, and he gave me some more techniques too. But thing is this, it took again a little longer time because, it was one-on-one conversation going for a longer time. In within a year or so, I was so changed person, and that gave my boss or my career sponsor gave me super confident on me, and I got promotions after promotion. That is a wonderful story for some other day, but that's what happened. And then when I did a retrospect, then I say, oh my God, this whole thing can be done in really, really short amount of time. And I made my mission of my life. How can we, how are human beings, what can be done, what system can we develop so that we can transform people from shy introverts like me into someone who's jolly and happy and bubbly, and who someone keep talking, who can't stop talking like I'm doing right now. How can we turn that, and how, what can be done? So I started working on it, and it's been a 6 years. Recently LinkedIn showed that you completed 6 years. I said, oh my god. So in that year, it's amazing things that happened, that so many people have reached out to me with the exact similar problem, because my marketing language is that I'm attracting those people, because we tend to attract similar people. And of course, there are lots of extrovert and talkative people are coming to me too. But I'll tell you a story about introvert like me. So they come to me and saying that they say the exact same thing. This is what is happening. I said, oh yeah, it happened to me. I did the same thing, and that was not my fault. That was not the fault of, if you think you are an introvert and you're not speaking in the meetings and all, that is not your fault. That is how you are. That is how you are. So what needs to happen is to have that conversation about what is internal thought processes going on, what are the emotions behind it, what are the feelings behind it. You have to open up, talk about it, and with someone who is expert. You might have talked with people who have given you always advice like, I got it, oh, just speak up in the meeting, why don't you speak up, you could have talked this, you could have talked this. That doesn't work. You had to talk with expert coaches who will help you to open up in a very safe environment, which is one of them is me. Of course, you can reach out to me and we'll talk about it, and then things will start shifting. So what happened in this process? We have created a system. We have created a step-by-step process. We have created a mechanism. We have a group calls. We have one-on-one coaching. We have training. We have ongoing celebrations, and all those things are turning people so freaky fast that when people come to me and they join the program, in a couple of literally 2 or 3 weeks, people start calling me, and many of my clients, oh, Ravi, I don't know what's happening. I said, okay, what's happening? So I'm turning into this confident, courageous person, and people are starting to notice I'm talking in the meeting. People are loving me more. People are giving me more responsibilities. I don't know what is happening. I said, like, this is the mindset shift. This is the magic of mind changing your mindset. And once that, and that's a gratifying feeling to see amazing power of we human being to create the transformation in our mind. In just 2 or 3 weeks, we have the capability of changing mindset. Tony Robbins says you can change yourself like in a heartbeat. I'm not there yet, but it happens in with few weeks, and then I get to watch that again and again. So now coming back to you, if you think you are an introvert like me, first of all, be proud for yourself. Yeah, I call it born introvert, and there is a power. There is a power. There is a huge superpower in being introvert, but we need to change. Not, I won't say we need to change. We need to adopt. We should be able to travel the spectrum. We should be able to be what we want to be and when we want to be, and that's what I am. Right? I get to keep my introvertedness rest of the time, but when I'm Facebook Live or when I am in my group call and all those things, I can travel that spectrum. Why? Because I have different mindset now, different perspective, and I practiced, and I went through this process and everything. You can do that too. How? For direct, like if you really like this presentation, just set up a call with me. Don't procrastinate. I'm a very nice, gentle person. We'll have a very beautiful conversation. People love talking with me, and we'll talk about it. What is exactly stopping your career growth, how it is costing you, how it will keep costing, why this is happening, and you will see. And if you think we can help you with this, then I'll tell you. If not, you will at least have this clarity of why it is happening or what can be done about it. So book a call with me. You call yourself shy introvert, don't be shy talking with me. If you talk with me, it's a one-on-one conversation. I'm not going to ask you to come on group call right away. So this between you and me. You are good at that. We introvert people are very good in talking with one-on-one. So talk to me, you know and then we'll explore, we will discuss, and we'll see where you are, where you want to go. And what if what if you change? What if you figure out how to talk and have fun and enjoy and be confident and bring joy and happiness for everyone. That is possible for you, and you can do it. I am a great example for it. And you might have seen the stories of a client. They're like 14, 15 people story on our website, and many more are coming. This is possible for you if you take that one step of talking with me. So here's my invitation. Text me, ping me. There are so many times I've posted a link. You can go to leaderinsideyou.com/apply, book a call with me. And I'll say one thing, before booking call with me, watch the webinar that I have, 5 steps to high position, which I give this presentation. It's much more detailed. So go watch that before talking with me. So this is Ravi. I hope I helped you in some fashion by telling my story and it inspired you. So again, this is Ravi wishing you happiness and success. Meet you again sometime soon. Bye for now.